Hello students, good morning. Today we will discuss about the radioactive decay law. But before going towards the law, we will discuss about the what is mean of radioactive elements or radioactive materials. That is, we know that the materials like a uranium, which emits a spontaneous rays, or the material whose atomic number is greater than the 8 to 2, that is, we can say mass number which is greater than the 82, that is, A is greater than 82, and these material or elements are unstable. हे जे एलिमेंट्स असतात ते कसे असतात, ज्यांचा या ठिकाणी ए ची व्हॅल्यू जी आहे ती 82 पेक्षा जास्त असते. फॉर एक्झाम्पल वी कॅन कन्सिडर युरेनियम और रेडियम, अँड दिस सबस्टन्स इमिट्स द रेडिएशन्स. हे जे सबस्टन्स असतात ते रेडिएशन्स इमिट्स करतात, युरेनियम रेडियम सारखे मटेरियल्स, आणि देअरफॉर दे आर अनस्टेबल. त्यामुळे ते कसे असतात, अनस्टेबल असतात. त्यांचा जो व्हॅल्यू आहे एची ती 82 पेक्षा जास्त राहते. अँड दीज एलिमेंट्स और सबस्टन्स आर कॉल्ड ॲज द रेडिओएक्टिव्ह सबस्टन्स. ड्यू टू दिस spontaneous emission of radiations of radioactive substance is called as the radioactivity. Then this substance go under a radioactive decay. So here the material or substance which undergo the radioactive decay, it is called as the radioactive decay. Now there are three types of decay: alpha decay, beta decay, and gamma decay. Alpha decay, beta decay, and gamma decay. The substance emits these rays alpha, beta, and gamma, and therefore there are three types of decay: alpha, beta, and gamma decay. So here a radioactive elements constantly breaks up into a fresh radioactive atoms with the emission of alpha, beta, and gamma rays. The new atom in general are radioactive. जो नवीन ॲटम तयार होतो तो सुद्धा कसा असतो, रेडिओएक्टिव्ह एलिमेंट्स राहतो. द स्पॉन्टेनियस ब्रेकिंग ऑफ न्यूक्लियस इज नोन ॲज द रेडिओएक्टिव्ह डिसइंटिग्रेशन. मग ते न्यूक्लियस ज्यांचा या ठिकाणी या एलिमेंटची ए इज ग्रेटर दॅन 82 असे जे एलिमेंट्स असतात ते अनस्टेबल राहतात, आणि अनस्टेबल एलिमेंट्स असल्यामुळं त्यांचा जे कंटिन्युअस न्यूक्लियसचं ब्रेकिंग होत असतं, आणि न्यूक्लियसचं ब्रेकिंग होत असताना त्याच्यामधून अल्फा, बीटा आणि गॅमा रेज बाहेर पडतात, आणि त्यानुसार अल्फा, बीटा आणि गॅमा डिके होत असतं. मग जे नवीन ॲटम्स तयार होतात ते सुद्धा या ठिकाणी रेडिओएक्टिव्ह ॲटम्स राहतात. एलिमेंट्स जे आपल्याला मिळतात नवीन ते दीज एलिमेंट्स ऑल्सो मे बी रेडिओएक्टिव्ह एलिमेंट्स. आणि जे स्पॉन्टेनियस ब्रेकिंग आहे न्यूक्लियसचं, द स्पॉन्टेनियस ब्रेकिंग ऑफ न्यूक्लियस इज कॉल्ड ॲज द रेडिओएक्टिव्ह डिसइंटिग्रेशन. मग आता याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला ह्या रेडिओएक्टिव्ह डिसइंटिग्रेशनचं आहे म्हणजे जे आहे त्याचा या ठिकाणी लॉ आपण बघणार आहोत. सो द लॉ स्टेट दॅट द नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लिया अंडरगोइंग द डिके पर युनिट टाइम इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू द नंबर ऑफ अनचेंज्ड न्यूक्लिया प्रेझेंट ॲट दॅट instant. It means that the number of nuclei डिके होतं, नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियस डिके होतात, त्यांचा जो रेशो आहे तो कसा राहणार आहे किंवा डिके किती प्रमाणामध्ये राहणार आहे, तर त्या इन्स्टंटला ओरिजिनल किंवा अनचेंज्ड न्यूक्लियर किती प्रेझेंट आहे त्यानुसार त्या रेटमध्ये या ठिकाणी रेडिओ डिके होत राहतं न्यूक्लियसचं. इट मीन्स सपोज या ठिकाणी वी कॅन से लेट एन इज द नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियर प्रेझेंट ॲट टाइम, नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियर present at instant at time t, we can say at time t, any instant t. Then total number of nuclei present पर्टिक्युलर टाइमिंग टी कन्सिडर केलेला आहे, त्यावेळेला टोटल नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लिया किती आहेत एन आहे. ह्या एन पैकी जे काही डिके होणार आहे, ज्या न्यूक्लियसचा डिके होणार आहे ते न्यूक्लियस जे डिके होतात त्याला या ठिकाणी आपण काय म्हणूया डीएन म्हणूयात. सो हियर वी कॅन से दॅट द डीएन बी द नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लिया दॅट डिसइंटिग्रेटिंग number of nuclei disintegrating or disintegrated in time. Suppose a small time required for the disintegration of nuclei is dt. Now by the law we can say that the number of nuclei undergoing decay per unit time, number of nuclei undergoing is dn. Per unit time it means dt, means rate of disintegrating nuclei is directly proportional to the number of nuclei unchanged. Unchanged nuclei किती असतील present at time t is n. Therefore dn by dt is proportional to the n. And we can write here negative sign. This negative sign indicates that the value of n decreases as the number of nuclei disintegrating increases. जसं ज्या पद्धतीनं हे डिसइंटिग्रेशन वाढत जाणार त्या पद्धतीनं यांची जी व्हॅल्यू आहे ती कशी होत जाणार आहे, डिक्रीज होत जाणार आहे विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम. अँड देअरफॉर हियर इज अ निगेटिव्ह साइन. अँड देअरफॉर वी कॅन राईट दिस इक्वेशन और वी कॅन राईट dn by dt is equal to minus sign we can take here at this on the right side, where this lambda is the constant of proportionality and this lambda is also known as the decay constant. Decay constant हा जो लॅम्बडा आहे याला काय म्हणायचं, डिके कॉन्स्टंट म्हणतो आपण. कॉन्स्टंट ऑफ इंटिग्रेशन lambda is called as the decay constant or disintegration constant. It is also called as the disintegration constant. Now to find out the total disintegration of nuclei we can integrate this equation or we can write this equation again. dn by n is equal to minus lambda into dt. Here lambda dt. Now integrating this equation to find the total nuclei undergoing the decay, we must have to integrate this equation, and therefore integration this equation dn by n is equal to minus lambda into dt. Now The integration of 1 upon n is we can write here log to the base e n is equal to the integration of lambda is with respect to time, that is lambda into t plus c is the integration constant. This c is the integrating constant. Now here we have to find out the value of integrating constant c, then we can log to the base e n is equal to minus lambda t plus c. C is the integrating constant. Now we have to find the value of c. Therefore, to find the value of c, we can say that at an instant t is equal to 0. It means at initial time t is equal to 0. The total number of nuclei unchanged will be n is equal to n naught. Therefore, put this value, then we can write here log to the base e n naught is equal to minus lambda. The value of t is 0. Therefore, this value or this term become 0, and this will be plus c, and therefore c is equal to log to the base e n naught. Put this value in this equation, then we can write here the equation, that is log to the base e n is equal to minus lambda t plus value of c is log to the base e n naught. E n naught means total number of unchanged nuclei at initial stage, that is t is equal to 0. At instant t is equal to 0. Now this equation can be written as log to the base e minus log to the base e n minus log to the base e n naught is equal to minus lambda t. Now this equation can be written as, here we can write this equation again. This log to the base e, here is a minus sign, log n minus log naught n naught is equal to log of n upon n naught. This is the rule of logarithm, that is log of a divided by b is equal to log a minus log b. Therefore, log to the base e n upon n naught will be equal to minus lambda t. If you take this log to the base e on the right side, we can write here n upon n naught is equal to e raised to minus lambda t. n upon n naught is equal to e raised to minus lambda t. This log to the base e taking on right side, we will get this e raised to minus lambda t. And therefore, this equation can be written as n is equal to n naught e raised to minus lambda t. That is the total number of nuclei present at instant n is equal to present at instant t is equal to total number of nuclei present at starting t is equal to 0 into e raised to minus lambda t. This expression shows that the number of nuclei of given radioactive substance decreases spontaneously with respect to time. Now, from the equation, that is, we can write here from equation lambda is equal to, we know that here we have already written dn by dt is equal to minus lambda n, and therefore from this equation lambda is equal to minus dn by dt upon n, minus dn by dt upon n. Therefore from this equation we can define the decay constant. Lambda is the decay constant. Therefore decay constant can be defined as it is the ratio of कुणाचा रेशो आहे हा amount of substance disintegrating per unit time. This is the amount of substance disintegrating per unit time to the substance present at that time. The substance present at that time. Therefore, decay constant is the ratio of the amount of substance disintegrating per unit time to the amount of substance present at that time. This is the definition of decay constant. Therefore, from the above equation, that is n is equal to n naught e raised to minus lambda t. In this equation, if let us t is equal to 1 upon lambda. Let us t is equal to 1 upon lambda. Then this equation will become n is equal to n naught e raised to minus 1 upon lambda into lambda. This lambda into 1 upon lambda. This lambda will be cancelled, and therefore n is equal to n naught e raised to minus 1, or we can write n is equal to n naught upon e. N naught upon e. Now from this we can use the value of e, that is log to the base e. The value of e in logarithmic table is 2.718. या ठिकाणी e ची व्हॅल्यू जी असते, पण लॉग टेबल मध्ये लॉग टू द बेस e घेतो, त्यावेळेस e ची व्हॅल्यू जी असते ती किती असते 2.718 आहे. and therefore we can write here n is equal to n naught upon 2.718. Now by taking the reciprocal of this 2.719 we get the value that is 0.37, and therefore we get n is equal to 0.37 n naught. N is equal to 0.37 n naught. It means that we can say the decay constant lambda, which is equal to 1 upon t, can be defined as the reciprocal of time duration t in which the substance decay to the 37% of original substance. 37% of original substance when time t is equal to above or reciprocal of lambda, that is t is equal to 1 upon lambda. At that instant the number of nuclei disintegrating is 0.37%. Now from this we can find out the half period. Half life period. T of radioactive substance is defined as the time in which the half substance is disintegrated. The time in which half substance is disintegrated. The time in which the half substance is disintegrated is called the half time period. Now we know n is equal to n naught e raised to minus lambda t. Now at t time we have to take the time period, that is t is equal to capital T, that is half time period. Then n is equal to n naught by 2. The time in which the half substance is disintegrated. Half substance disintegrated. The substance integrated is equal to, at instant n is the substance which is integrated, and the half integration disintegrated substance, that is half disintegrated substance. Original substance किती आहे n naught आहे आणि त्याच्या half means n naught upon 2. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस t is equal to t कॅपिटल T असतो त्यावेळेस n is equal to किती येतो n naught t. त्यावेळेस आपण त्याला हाफ टाइम पिरियड म्हणतो. आणि therefore putting this value we can write here n is equal to n naught 2 divided by 2 is equal to n naught e raised to minus lambda into capital T. Therefore by cancelling n naught on the both sides we will get 1 by 2 is equal to e raised to minus lambda t. That is e raised to lambda t is equal to t. E raised to lambda t is equal to 2, and therefore lambda t is equal to lambda to the base e lambda t. From this equation e raised to lambda t is equal to 2, and therefore we can write here lambda t is equal to log to the base e 2, and the value of log to the base e 2 is 0.693. From the log table we can find out the value of log to the base e 2 is equal to 0.693. Therefore lambda t is equal to 0.693, and therefore from this equation we can find the value of t is equal to 0.693 divided by this lambda. This is the half time period. Half time period means the time in which half substance is disintegrated. ज्यावेळेस हाफ सबस्टन्स डिसइंटिग्रेटेड होतो त्यावेळेसचा टाइम स्मॉल t is equal to capital T, and therefore the formula for the half time period t is equal to 0.693 divided by lambda. Using this expression we can determine the half life of radioactive substance. If the value of decay constant is known, we can find the value of half time period. Okay, thank you.